Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, what up, y'all? What up, y'all? This your boy LC the One. LC the One to be exact, that is, aka Illmatic One. 2, 4, and not the motherfucking gang numbers, man. My ass was jersey number I wore when I was in high school, and my warm was on the back of my other motherfucking chair. Can you dig that? With a baseball bat, tough acting to acting, baby. Hey, man. Shout out to the Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Cubs, and now the Chicago Bears. But yeah, man. Hey, man. For this episode, man, I gotta bring y'all some sad news, man. Some sad news, man. It's heartfelt, man. You know what I'm saying? I really got up on this old player, this OG. You know what I'm saying? About 3-4 years ago and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I knew he was a comic in the world. Oh, look at my man Carlton. Know what? He's the world's funniest home videos on the real. On the real. Shout out to Carlton right there on the real. I can't even pronounce your real name, Joe. But anyway, hey man, there's some sad news, man. I heard the news earlier this morning as I was leaving out and stuff, man. I was shocked, man, because I was watching a few of his videos on YouTube not too long ago and stuff and everything, you dig, and everything in the game. And you know, I was just like, man, I was really shocked, man, and what happened, man, and stuff like that too. You know, they said we're gonna get into his name and stuff in a minute, but you know, he was a icon, man, in the game, man. He was a comedic legend. You know what I'm talking about, and plus he was an activist and stuff in the game, and he was making sure we was trying to get us some reparations and stuff, man, for all the changes and stuff that we have been through in this country. You dig what I'm talking about, man? As a whole, black people, you dig what I'm talking about, man? Whatever color you is, white, black, yellow, brown, purple, green, pink, you know what I'm saying? He represented everybody, but you know, he was for our struggle first, the civil rights movement. But hey, man, I'm talking about that man, Dick Gregory. You see him right there, man. He looking suave and stuff, man. I had to get a good pic of him and stuff, man, and stuff like that, man, because we ain't gonna have him going out looking all effed up and stuff, you dig, and everything in the game. But man, Dick Gregory, man, he had put a couple of clips on Facebook I had caught last year, man. It was very intriguing because I never knew this type of stuff, man. I never knew that Michael Jackson owned so much. You know what I'm saying? And he was saying a whole lot. He was saying Michael Jackson damn near owned the whole damn music industry. And he was talking about how MJ had the whole collections of everybody records. You know what I'm talking about? And I was shocked, man. And that's how I really caught on to the player and stuff, man, and everything in the game and stuff like that. And then he started putting up videos on YouTube. So I'm going to leave some links below in this description right here so y'all can click on some of these links, man. And he had did a farewell speech. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet, but I will after this video. You dig what I'm talking about, man, and everything in the game. But hey, man, he was a legend, man, on the real, and he was an activist on the real. He passed out at 84, they say 84, 85 on the real. But let's get into some of his background, man. He was born Richard Claxton Dick Gregory, October 12, 1932 to August 19, 2007. That's when he passed, man, on the real. Was an American civil rights activist, social critic, writer, entrepreneur. You dig what I'm talking about in the game? Let me open it. I know y'all still can hear me and stuff on the microphone real crystal clear on the real in your ear. You dig? He was a comedian, conspiracist, theorist, and occasionally an actor. You dig? I'm about to check on that, man, because I never seen him no acting roles and stuff like that. You dig? But yeah, they said during the turbulent 1960s, Gregory became a pioneer in stand-up comedy for his no-holds-barred sets, in which he mocked bigotry and racism. He primarily performed at segregated clubs to black audience until 1961, when he became the first comedian to successfully cross over to white audience. Man, I never knew that, man. I thought it was Richard Pryor because I seen him on one of them shows, and he was standing up. I thought that was Richard Pryor that did that first. You dig, or Bill Cosby. But yeah, they say he appeared on a lot of television and stuff like that, and he got records. So he got comedy records and stuff like that. Okay, he came out of St. Louis, Missouri. Okay, he right of native, close to us, man, right here up the Illinois and stuff like that. You dig, and everything. And you know, they say he died in Washington D.C. That's where he was residing and everything in the game. Okay, and he said he stand up, he got films, books, and stuff like that. You dig? He's American. Another American, man, whatever color you is, you're American. I root for Americans. You dig what I'm talking about? I got love to everybody else. I give you a shout out if you from somewhere else. But it's all about America, baby. We trying to rebuild our foundation. You dig what I'm talking about? His genre here is satire, political satires, observational comedy and stuff like that. Subject: civil rights, politics, African American culture, racism, race relations. He is vegetarianism, healthy diets and stuff like that. His spouse was Lillian Smith, 1959. Damn, he got 11 children. I remember he did say that. He had 11 children. He was talking about how he made $5 for his first sets and stuff like that, and he was content with that. On the real, it was rough for them boys back in the day, man. They was struggling so hard. These comedians, man, they were so they were so and they had put a lot of ingenuity into the game and stuff like that, man. I'm talking about as far as being African Americans and stuff, man. It was rough for African Americans, man, especially the comedians and the athletes and stuff to break through. And he was one of the pioneers that helped us, you know, that helped us broke through. Hey, what's up, Valetian? What's up, girl? Is it male or female? What's up, lady player? On the real, can you follow me on here? On the real, much love. And then I do these things live on here on this twitchtv.com, and then I re-edit it. You can probably look at some of my videos right now, and you can see how these episodes look after I touch them up. You dig what I'm talking about? But this give me a crystal clear copy, and I can download and do all my stuff to it. But I'm talking about Dick Gregory right now, man, a pioneer in the game. You know what I'm saying? He passed away, I think yesterday, you know, yesterday he passed away and stuff, and they said it was from heart failure. And I'm just reading a little bit about this brilliant man. You did. They said Gregory was at the forefront of political activism in the 1960s and stuff, you dig, and protesting the Vietnam War and racial injustice. He was arrested multiple times and went on a hunger strike. They did say that in the news. He later became a motivational speaker and an author, primarily promoting spirituality and stuff like that. He was a real educated man. On the real, I just caught on to him like three years ago. Really, you dig what I'm talking about? And I caught a couple of. They was putting a lot of stuff on Facebook. Had to get my drink up in. They was putting a lot of stuff on Facebook, you dig, and everything. And I was catching his clips, and man, it was so profound. It was like, man, I was just stuck. Like, damn, you know, the brother got a lot of sense. You know what I'm talking about? He was speaking on a lot of issues and stuff like that. He wasn't just talking about race. He was talking about a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? This dude, and it's like, just look at him on YouTube. I'm gonna put some links below so y'all can check him out. Peep what he's saying, and man, the boy got some sense. The man had some sense on the real. But his early life, Gregory was a student who excelled at running. Oh, he was an athlete, okay, and was aided by teachers at Summer High School. Among them, Warren St. James. I guess that's one of the schools he attended. He went to Southern Illinois. Okay, man, he went to Southern Illinois. Okay, my little cousin graduated. Shout out to my cousin Shalita. She graduated from there. My daughter thinking about going down there too, to SIU. On Jesus. Okay, and there he set school records as a half a miler. Oh, he was a good runner then. And he was a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Okay, that was some of his college career. You dig? And then he went to the United States Army. You know what I'm saying? He served the country. He represented and served our country. You dig what I'm talking about? And everything in the game. And we know he was a comedian talent. And he was the first one to break through. I thought it was Bill Cosby that broke through first, or Richard Pryor, but they say he was the first one to break through and cross over to a different audience. You dig what I'm talking about? And that propelled him into the comedy game and stuff like that. I was surprised he didn't get more acting role, but they did say he was an actor and stuff like that. You dig, and everything in the game. So, I guess these are some of his peers, right? They say in the hopes of performing comedy professionally, Gregory moved to Chicago. Oh, shout out Chi-Town. That's where I'm at, man. I'm residing in Chi-Town. Y'all better know that's Trill in the game. Chi-Town in the building. Conceal your women and your children, because we got bullets like a motherfucker. Okay, but anyway, they say Gregory moved to Chicago, Illinois, where he became part of a new generation of black comedians that included Nipsey Russell, Bill Cosby. Like I said, he was a part of that group, man, and Godfrey Gambridge. All of whom broke with the mainstream and stuff like that, with the minstrel tradition. that presented stereotypical black caricatures. Now this is a caricature of a pimp. Yo, what's up, man? XO. Hey, follow me on here, man, on the real pimping on Jesus, on the real. But yeah, man, my whole thing is the character of a pimp. You dig what I'm saying? I'm from Chi-Town, man, but this is just giving more light to pimping and stuff like that, you dig, and everything in the game. But you know, it's all for the game stuff, man. I'm an entertainer, man, by trade. You know what I'm saying, and everything in the game. But yeah, they did character. They did stereotypical black characters and stuff like that, which broke them into, you know, minstrel stuff like that, into the audiences that they was targeting. You dig? So, okay, and they touched on a lot of stuff. Current events, racial issues and stuff like he did. You know what I'm saying? Segregation and everything, man, in the game and stuff like that. And like I said, he was a part of the civil rights movement on the real. Because Martin did come here and he did establish that. It was in Gage Park and stuff, you know, where he had his little run-in with some of the supremacists and stuff like that, you dig, and everything. But him and Jesse, shout out to Jesse, he's still here. Jesse Jackson, I'm speaking on. Danny Davis, all the brothers that was in the struggle, you dig, they still here. And he was a part of that. Herb Kent, the Cool Jam, rest in peace to him. My teacher, he taught me some stuff, you dig, and everything. I was at Chicago State and everything. Again, y'all probably see a clip of him on my page as well. But yeah, man, Martin came here and set it up, you know what I'm saying, for the civil rights, so we can get, you know, some type of, not reparations, but some type of, you know, some type of rights as far as like for housing and everything like that in the game, man, for labor, for us working and all that stuff, man. He wasn't just speaking on behalf of himself. He was speaking on all of us, because we all are Americans. You dig what I'm talking about? And that's the same thing Dick Gregory did on the real. He was speaking a lot of profound stuff, and he was a very wise man. You dig what I'm talking about on the real? I salute him, man, on Jesus, on the real. And they said when he came in Chicago, 1958, he opened a nightclub called the Apex Club. And I never knew that, man, on the real. See, it's good to know about you. That's what I'm here for, man, to give y'all info on people. You dig what I'm talking about? What I say, info on people. Let's drink to that. On Jesus. If you profound, you're gonna be on my LC the One TV show on Jesus. Okay, and then what? Okay, he said, okay, the club fell. Okay, he had a little hardship with the club and stuff. He had no paper, you dig, but he got a job, and he was the master of ceremony, MC, just like me. I'm a master of ceremony. I got publishing for my music and stuff like that. But he was in a different lane. He did his thing. You dig what I'm saying? On the real. And Greg performed as a comedian in small primary black patronized nightclubs. Okay, and he worked at the postal service and stuff like that in the daytime. Same thing like me, grinding and stuff. Hey, I'm drinking some Chardonnay on Jesus, man. I had to go light, man, because I was drinking too much dark, and that dark, man, the dark really pretty much is for the wintertime, man, to keep your blood hot and everything. That's what's up, man, on Jesus, on the real, straight up and down, man. We getting it in, ain't we? On Jesus, on the real. But let's get back to this little brother, with this brother right here, man, quickly. You dig? 'Cause I got to go to another episode. Okay, he was one of the first black comedians to gain widespread acclaim, and he said Hugh Hefner discovered him. Huh? What? Hugh Hefner was a real player in the game here, man, boy. Hugh Hefner came right out the Gold Coast, right down there on the Magnificent Mile, man. I swear, I follow all the Chicago greats, man. All the players, Bishop, Magic One, all of them, man. I follow all. He even brought Snoop Dogg down here, man, in Chicago. He be kicking it with my cousin them, man, on the real. But he said Hugh Hefner discovered him, and he said in an interview with the Huffington Post, Gregory describes the history of black comics as limited. Blacks could sing and dance in the white nightclubs, but weren't allowed to stand flat-footed and talk white jokes, which is what a comic does. You dig what I'm saying? So he went through the struggle and stuff, and he broke through, man, for us and stuff like that. In 1961, while working at the black-owned Robert Shaw Bar in Chicago, he was spotted by Hugh Hefner. Didn't I just tell y'all that? Hugh Hefner discovered him, a real player. Hugh Hefner, baby, on the real. I admire him so much. I watched it. I got his documentary on a VHS. Look up Hugh Hefner documentary where he was on The Girls Next Door. That was on what, VH1? He had the Girls Next Door, but he had a documentary, and it was real. He was talking about when he was pimping and everything, man. Hugh Hefner, man, for real. He was talking about when his first wife died and all that stuff, man. On the real, check out Hugh Hefner. But Hugh Hefner discovered Dick Gregory. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? That's man. It don't get no better than that. But Hugh Hefner performing, he discovered him, and he followed him and stuff, and he took him to a whole nother audience. You did, and I think this was one of his poetries or breakthrough stuff with one of his skits. He said, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I understand there are a good many Southerners in the room tonight. I know the South very well. I spent 20 years there one night." Yeah, okay, I can dig that. Last time I was down south, I walked into the restaurant, and this white waitress came up to me and said, "We don't serve colored people here." I said, "That's all right. I don't eat colored people anyway." You dig what I'm saying? Bring me a whole fried chicken. You dig what I'm talking about? Then he said, then these three white boys came up to me and said, "Boy, we're giving you fair warning. Anything you do to that chicken, we're going to do to you." Yeah, man, I'm right here in Chicago, man, on the real. That's why I'm at, man. Chi-Town, Southside in the building. You better know that's real. Chi-Right, baby, on the real. Okay, and then he said, okay, he was like, they said, boy, he said, they said, the boys came up to him and they said, we don't serve colors here. He said, "That's all right," and everything in the game and stuff like that. And then the boys came up to him and he said, "We're giving you a fair warning. If you do anything to that chicken, we're gonna do it to you." So he put down my knife and fork. I picked up the chicken and I kissed it. Then I said, "Line up, boys," on the real. He was ready to box on the real. Okay, but yeah, man, that was a little bit of his like comedy, little spoofs or whatever and stuff he did. And Gregory, he attributed to launch his career. Hefner, who started him off and stuff, hired him and everything. And he did the Chicago Playboy Club. What? On the real. That's how he started off in the Chicago Playboy. I never knew who Hefner header. Steve Harvey on now. What's up, Chi-Town? He a Chi-Town Cleveland native, boy, on the real. Cleveland, Chi-Town in the building. That's Steve Harvey right here on the Family Feud on the real. But he started him up, man, the Playboy Club and stuff like that. Yeah, he replaced some dude named Aaron Curry, but that's what really launched him and stuff like that. And then after that, he did an appearance on Late Night Show with Tonight starring Jack Pear, and soon became apparently he was appearing nationally and on television everywhere. You dig what I'm talking about? And then it said early in Dick Gregory's career, he was offered an engagement on Tonight starring, but he declined it. I think he declined it because he was trying to take his game to another level, which he did. And at that time, black comics did perform on the show, but were never asked to stay after their performances to sit down on a famous couch and, chop it up with the host. You dig what I'm saying? So Dick Gregory declined the invitation to perform on the show several times until finally Parr called him to find out why he refused to perform on the show. All right? And Gregory said eventually he told him what the problem was. And then after that, the producers agreed to allow him to stay after his performance and talk with the host. So he was another one. He broke that right there. He broke appearing on set for blacks, and then he broke sitting down on the couch and talking with the host for blacks, man. That's big time in the game. I never knew that on the real, but it's a lot you can learn on the real. All you gotta do is pick up a damn book or phone or something and Google some and you'll find out everything about a motherfucker on Jesus on the real. But he was a former co-host with radio personality Kathy Hughes and was a freaking morning guest on WOL 1450 AM Talk Radio, The Power, the flagship station of Hughes Radio 1. Okay, he appeared regularly on the nationally syndicated Imus in the morning. He was on the Imus, okay. And Gregory appeared as Mr. Sun on the television show Wonder Chosen. Chosen, that's SHOWZEN. Chosen. You did the third episode entitled Ocean and stuff like that in 2005 and such and such and such. So he did a lot of I guess voiceover and narratives and stuff for puppets and stuff like that, for animated characters and stuff like that. You dig and everything. And they put a DVD out for that Wonder Chosen season and everything. You probably want to check that out. And Gregory he spoke at a funeral of James Brown. Okay, he spoke at James Brown funeral in Georgia and stuff like that. Okay, and everything in the game. And You know, this was just this was he got a lengthy long history. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot to talk about this brother. But man, on the real, man, I just had to say something about this great pioneer. Hey, what's up, Valiant? Hey, follow me on here for real. But I had to say something about this brother, man. He was a real true gem. You know what I'm saying? He helped contribute to the civil rights movement. He was in Selma, Alabama with the brothers and stuff in 1963. You dig what I'm talking about? And everything. He protested against the Vietnam War. Like I said, he was for everybody and stuff and everything. And he's gonna be a big loss in the game. You know what I'm saying? And Gregory began his political career by running. He ran against Richard Day Daley. I didn't know that. And for mayor of Chicago in 1967. You dig what I'm talking about, man? So he got a lot of connections with Chi-Town. That's what's up, man. On the real, I'll follow you back on here if you're on on the Twitch. You dig it on, and y'all can follow me on YouTube also, man. You'll see all my stuff in the panels right there on the side. I got a lot of stuff for y'all on YouTube, and I got an NBA 2K show. Y'all may see me streaming on here later. You dig what I'm talking about? Because it's been a while. I may go ahead and touch that up and stuff before the new copy come out. You dig? And then also, hey, it's all good. Let's look at a player and shit. That's good enough for me on the real. Thanks for the view on the trill. But yeah, I got a lot of stuff on YouTube, so check me out, man. Check me out on YouTube, man. Y'all can follow me on here. Subscribe to me. Sub to me on YouTube today on the real. It's gonna be the best thing you ever did in your motherfucking life on Jesus on the real. And I'm about to take my NBA 2K show to a whole nother level, baby. Y'all know I got a co-host. Y'all can look at one of the episodes right now on this page on the real. Hey man, I think the Bulls, man, I think they got Dwayne. We still got Boss Wade, the franchise. We still got him. So I think that we may do some things. We got some options. You know, we could trade. You know what I'm saying? We can bring in some more talent. We can bring in Carmelo Anthony. You never know on the trail. But the Bulls gonna be in the playoffs, man. Y'all heard it here first from LC the One. Boy, LC the One to be exact. That is on Jesus. Okay, man, we finna wind this episode down, man, on the real. He did a lot of stuff, man. He was a great man. You know what I'm saying? He had children and stuff like that, man. My condolences go out to his family. You dig what I'm talking about, man? He's a great man and stuff like that. He gonna be missed in this world. You dig what I'm talking about? On Jesus, he will. You dig and everything. But life must go on, man. That's what it's about, man. I know, man. I gotta do this stuff quick, man, because it be hot than a motherfucker on the real. But we finna sign out, man, so I can get to the next episode. You dig what I'm talking about? Hey, man, on the real. Hey, man, but yeah, y'all follow me on here, man, and subscribe to me on YouTube, man, on the real, man, so we can kick this shit off for real. On the real, you better know that's true in the game. But hey, man, it's your boy LC the One, man. LC the One to be exact, that is, AKA Illmatic One, 2-4, and not the motherfucking gang. Excuse me. After you drink that good shit, it make you do that. 2-4 and not the motherfucking gang numbers, man. My actual jersey number I wore when I was in high school, and my warm was on the back of my other motherfucking chair. Can you dig that? With a baseball bat, tough acting to knacking, baby, on the real. Like I always say, man, keep it pimping and avoid slipping, because they will get your motherfucking ass if you slip on that motherfucking banana peel. On the real. But hey, man, y'all know how we do this, man, as in always. I always say, man, church on the Reverend God, and we gone.